Mom said the basement was
All
off
right.
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, just maybe. Am I gonna get jump scared like Barbara did?
It turned
Or
out she was
there's a
hiding a lot
secret
more than
door.
that.
Wait, had Rex seen this too? I hope this is where Rick went.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah, they've got everything down here. Every necessity, I mean. That's how Walter died.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Holy shit, really?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule.
Wait, what were these
for today.
pieces?
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Okay. It's one of these things in games where you go through a cycle, and the cycle...
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
You just do the same thing over and over again while a certain period of time passes.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
You know, I just realized I think
Maybe it got tired.
the stuff on his hands are growing.
Or maybe I just
They
got
do
tired
look
of
just
being
like
afraid.
beauty marks or freckles, but I think they grew. More of them appeared. I wasn't paying attention though,
It's been a week now.
so I'm not
The
sure.
longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
No, they're not. Okay. I'm confused on what's going on.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What's he hiding from?
Whatever killed Barbara
Oh.
and Molly and Calvin.
So he's self-aware about all this.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I can hear the licks in between what he says as if he's reading a book,
I'm ready for it.
licking his fingers before he turns the
I'm going to
page.
appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow. That,
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
this is a lot.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Okay, so this was
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
brother. Her brother.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Curious child, but
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
if this family curse is true,
Maybe we
then
believed so much in a family curse,
what's gonna happen to her?
we made it real.
And how did Walter go?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Maybe we're living through her
Maybe it'd be
last
better if all
moments
this
too.
just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Hmm. Curiosity's
Though, to
killing
be
me. I want to
honest,
see what
I
that
feel as
flashing
lost
light
as
is.
you probably do right now.
Yeah, I do feel pretty
I think
lost.
people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
This is really odd, but it's good. I'm just kind of like I'm trying to process
Look at the
everything.
house. That
Oh
history of
God,
manipulation and stubbornness and madness.
this is where the swing
Any
is.
of it
Okay,
seems
oh, and it's wrapped around the tree. I'm gonna. Ugh. Might not be posting from now on.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That is a crazy thing to say. Wow.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Hmm. Well. Barbara, Walter, Edie.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yes, we get to see it. Thank you.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, I get it. He's Yeah. Okay, he's...
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
It's a lot.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Hmm. This is, sad.
But looking back on it now,
How are they gonna top this at the end
if
of the
she
game
told me
to
there
make
was gonna
it
be
even
so
worse?
much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I knew it! I knew it! It gotta be. You look down, there's a pudge like that. Well, I mean, it could just be fat, but like...
I never met Grandpa Sam,
I know what
but
prego
I think he and
fat
my
looks
mom had
like,
a
and
lot
I
in
know what
common.
fat looks like.
They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, how are they gonna top all this sadness and shit?
Instead
Like,
of
is
hiding
the
from
end gonna
death,
be even more sad?
Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Sam and... Wait, isn't this Sam and Calvin, right? Okay, well, how do I...
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom
And
said he
hunting.
got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah. That's Sam. Alright. Canadian goose. Cobra chicken. Hmm.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Snacker stackers. It's compass. Oh. Rifle. Binoculars. Some other stuff. So, am I done with this?
What?
What? Oh, God.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I don't even know where you are, girl. Oh, sorry.
Never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful.
Got her,
The
Luke.
camera's older than you are.
Father.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
That's a nice photo for some reason. Could be like a album for... Yeah, for... Really a picture for an
Last
album
time I was
cover.
with my brother Calvin.
Country album cover.
Man, that was a great trip.
I was right.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail.
Dad,
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
What target? You seen something I'm not? I don't know. It was just take a picture. Okay.
Let me get behind you.
Oh, we do get to see. Okay, finally.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't
Ah,
have to do this.
okay.
But if you want to... Great shot, Don!
Oh, no.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, shit!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay. Okay, I need to process this. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Oh man, that they get me catched onto it. They get me all whatever about the story, doing this and that, distracting me while they're really just
After Sam died,
trying to get my
Mom and
reaction
Edith
to
got
the
really close. They'd both lost a lot.
mom. I need to get rid of this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just leading me on, and then I just boom. He gets hit off the fucking cliff by a buck. It's like half dead. So. Gregory. Wait. Oh no. I hate when stuff involves
Do you
babies.
remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, I hate stuff that involves babies. Not that I hate babies. It's just... if something happens to them,
Over, Gregory.
then, yeah.
Hold on, sweetie.
Yes,
Hello?
Mom.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
There's Sam.
What he saw.
Oh, I can... Wow. Dang. Oh, yeah. I'm the best.
So much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh. Oh.
as he saw. It sure did that.
Whoa, wait, can I make it up there?
I know how silly it sounds.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Wait, why am I?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Don't fucking tell me.
I didn't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
He fucking drowns.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And you
I
know-
sure as shit ain't happy right now.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Fuck. That's... Oh, man. That's like one of the hardest subjects for me. Babies passing. Especially drowning. Oh. I'm barely even crying. I'm just tearing up right now.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry.
Oh, this is fuck, man. I just bit my tongue when I said that too.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, I gotta collect all the words.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, man. Whoosh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, shit.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had completely.
Yeah, alright then. It's just... Okay, not the tent, not yet. Too, early for that. Got it.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh god, okay. I'm still trying to just fucking
I
understand
wish
what
that I could
happened,
truly say I
like,
thought about you on that day.
the last thing.
Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
What does that say? I don't know. God.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Oh, man.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I don't know how much I'm gonna say that, but still.
She
I'm
spent a summer
back.
building houses
Got
in
some
Kolkata,
water.
where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Yeah, and? Oh. Flood India. Huh. Dawn. Sanjay. Okay. That's cool. Set.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I really, really don't like that there's pictures for all these kids and they actually look like the characters. I mean, like, what if it's real? Like, the story's real. Like, I swear if this is based off something real, I'm gonna bawl my fucking eyes out afterwards because the baby.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
No, I don't want to go down. Okay, well, that's nice. Now I've got to climb all the way back up. I thought it would just say something like, oh, she was always blah, 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 and she made a, you know, whole thing.
Lewis was born a year later.
Is Lewis your brother then?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Edith.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Hmm.
And for a while, things were good.
Still not
Almost
caught up
normal,
on
but it didn't
who's
last.
who. Right. Sound of the... Huh.
The beginning of the end
okay.
was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
That's cool. Golden footprints. Midas? What's going on here? That's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, well, let's, hoist the fucking... Oh, hoist ourselves, okay. This is Milton. Isn't this our brother that went missing?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Wait. It's gonna paint a door. Like some Looney Tunes kind of stuff. Yep. And for my final trick. Huh. Maybe that's what happened to him. That's how he just disappeared, right?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Huh. Only ones we've got left are... I'm not really sure.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Yeah. Yikes. Can I walk past that stuff? Okay, no, of course I can't. Trying to open my water bottle with one hand while I'm like oh shit, that's cold. While I'm trying to use my keyboard with the other. God, I'm thirsty.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Oh, so
After he
thirsty
graduated,
after
he just spent more and
getting...
more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Anyways, so thirsty I like cried all the fucking water out of my system. Okay, let's get into the spaceship. Oh wait, this is Edie's. I am happy to do this one because I'm the least aware on who Edie is.
Very, very familiar.
This is Lewis, never
That
mind.
part of him lived on.
Wait, I remember who Lewis is. And of course he does weed. And marijuana. Plays fucking Game
Lewis and I
Boys and
spent a
stuff.
lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, that's surprising. Usually the older brother is better at that kind of stuff. What's this acceptance thing?
Dear Mrs. Finch,
Oh,
as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
His mind began to... What? It's like playing Hand Simulator.
wander.
Oh, I'm playing as a person. I thought it was something I had to grab.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Let's go up.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
I
hoped he'd
am
find himself.
getting really, like, hyper
But he
fixated on
found
this.
something more.
Really focused. Hyper focused. Now it's 3D
I worried
game.
about him then.
It's like a
Daydreaming
RPG
at the
game.
cannery.
Well, how can I not go? Oh, wait, that's how. Okay, stop
I
focusing
spoke
on the
with his
fish.
boss.
Never
He
mind.
said Lewis
Just
had become
keep
a
doing your
model
job
employee.
while daydreaming.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
I see. Keep daydreaming.
Like a
and
whole
he's
new
just gonna
Lewis.
chop his hand off.
So I let him go on.
Let him keep going. That's
I
gonna
even
cloud more
encouraged
of
him.
it.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hello, doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
This is different.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
This thing reminds me of like
He
a
was always humming something.
Pavlov Shack map. The
Every
big
day
ass
his
map that
imagination grew
I
stronger.
never play.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Oh, I have to go this way.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. he started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Just keep sailing. Yeah. I
In
suppose.
Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents,
sinister
I guess.
serpents.
Oh, was I supposed to knock them out of the way? Got it.
He
Well,
followed the sound of her
silver harp. Because she's from the heavens. Totally.
silver harp.
Should have went with the electric guitar, man. Sorry.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Yeah.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
No. Okay, get all these fish off my screen. On my hand, I gotta itch my face.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
That's what I look like.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
That's... okay.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Let's get out of the cannery.
He began to forget the world we know.
I am him.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, I can see that. This would be a pretty depressing
He
job.
began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Vince doesn't say Finch, so. This was him. But he's not even doing anything. Wait, I don't think that is him, because... yeah, that's
I
something
still
else.
thought I could save him.
Wait,
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
and no one's just... like, no one's watching? Also, what's up with my fucking shoes?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
This is... fucked. But... yeah, I guess. He's blinded by his imagination
The
and
wise
all
Caliban
that.
who'd insisted on inviting him.
Or something. Yeah. Calicanimali. Okay. Yes. Yep. All hail me.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
You must hold or wear the crown, as I am a king. Fit to the crown.
Bend down his head.
Only a royal should have a death this. Yeah, only royals really death
The
this
rest I think you know.
fitting.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oof.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
And then there's Dawn. Our mother? Okay.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a finch.
Yeah. Makes sense.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh wait, I didn't notice that.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Neither. Neither.
I wish we'd stayed.
Packing peanuts? Still make the sound when I walk over them? It does.
But I understand why we left.
It distorts the like text.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Probably wants to leave all of it behind. Well, I mean that's what she did, but like she probably wanted to leave. Maybe she was hoping she could leave the curse behind if she left this place behind too, and all the deaths behind as well.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What? What happened?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Last night. I didn't mean to click that. Okay, I thought that was good. It's just a, yeah. A quill pen. And,
That whole last day.
wait, I'm
Edie
writing
just
about
watched
me
us
now?
pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised
not
her
gonna tell us
glass
about
and
Dawn?
said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Oh, so
When my
Edie
mom
was the
said the
grandma
library, I
and
don't think
Dawn's the
she knew
mom.
about the other entrance.
I'm Edith.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
So definitely changed my outfit up. I'm still always a really colorful, very colorful. Okay.
Thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith
Yeah.
has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know,
I can
I've
imagine.
seen that house every day of my life.
But never up close. Till this
I never
very
thought
moment.
I'd go back to it.
Hmm.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
But keep going straight and you should make it there, right?
I got turned around.
How did you get okay, well, whatever. Should just be this way then.
I started seeing things.
Like I do. Okay. And, we...
Things I'd forgotten.
There was no fog,
never
was there? She's
existed.
just, you know, old. Maybe this is just eye clouds.
When I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Not sure, Grandma.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Hmm.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Yeah. And, oh,
A few
okay.
years went by.
Okay.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Hmm.
And then I was alone. The last finch left alive.
A good thing you're prego.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yeah.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now,
I'll just keep directing you to the side.
things didn't work out that way.
I'm being birthed. Full white.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. That was great. Oh, holy shit, she answered. I'm done recording. I decided to play What Remains of Edith Finch. You know what that is?